What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're here with some more Pirate Rumble action, and today we are going to be going ahead and having a look at one of the super type characters that have just released on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. So this is the team that I'm going to be planning to run today. Now this isn't the normal int team that I would typically run, but I'm trying to build a team that's solely focused on utilizing Blackbeard, because that's who I want to try and showcase in this video today. So my Blackbeard is somewhat leveled up. So his passive ability, once you completely max it out, is very good. Int characters get level 5 HP, and then if his HP is below 60%, he gives himself level 5 CT up. Now mine's only level 3, so still not too bad, could be a lot better though. And then his special ability, when completely maxed out, is bonkers. You can see CT is only 20 CT, and it targets enemies in a medium range for double his attack as damage, and then he targets himself for level 10 attack for 25 seconds, and then level 3 CT up for 25 seconds. Now you do notice that that 25-second timer, it's less than his CT of 20, so you can actually cycle through it, so he consistently will get higher attack every time he launches his special, so it's pretty cool, right? Now, I'm going to be trying to utilize Legend Pudding here, who I don't normally utilize on an int team, but Pudding's interesting because when you launch her special, she gives your int characters some CT reduction, which is interesting, trying to launch your special a lot faster, and then also will target teammate with high attack for level 4 attack up. So I'm trying to buff Blackbeard as much as possible, and then in the back row I've got NL, so when someone dies, NL will come back in. He's going to provide some pretty good defensive buffs to our team, and then if it does fall to it, we've got Elizabello in the back who, you know, as the timer goes on, he actually buffs his own attack, and when he comes in, he actually does a lot of damage. So I don't know if we'll ever get to that, but I want to see how this team is able to perform today. We do have Katakuri, V1 Dofi, and the Rumble Jozu on the team, so I'm going to be seeing how that performs, but we're going to go ahead and try and locate a team, and we will be back. Well, this guy's going to be listing for 20 tickets, and it's a complete cluster of random characters, so I have a pretty good feeling about this one. Let's see how this team performs, man. I just want to see Blackbeard come in and do as much damage as he possibly can. Now, currently, my Blackbeard is not Limit Break expanded, so after the upcoming treasure map against Luffy, I'm going to have enough materials where I will definitely be able to Limit Break expand him, so he's going to be getting even higher stats moving forward into Pirate Rumble. But already, at the start of the match, level 10 HP, level 8 defense on 3 of our characters, which is insane. Level 10 speed, we've got some attack along the way. Dude, this is absolutely nutty. The fact that, you know, at the start of the battle, we have so much going on here, which is so good to see. Blackbeard is already about to launch his special, which is crazy to see. Blackbeard is up there in the queue, so he's going to come in and hopefully do a pretty good amount of damage. We get some damage taken from X-Drake, but it doesn't matter because none of these characters seem to be leveled up. Viola and Rebecca is a really interesting character in Pirate Rumble. They actually heal for a pretty decent amount. I think they've got a relatively low CT, so that's a character that you might want to look out for in the future. Unfortunately, Pudding seems to be launching always first, so that doesn't really help us out here. Joe's is going to be attacking, doing some fixed damage, which is pretty good. Here we go. Let's see how much Blackbeard's able to do. How many does he target as well? So this is his first attack. Look how much that was. That was a range of between 2,000 to 3,000. I think somewhere in the mid 3,000s there, which is crazy. We've got Katakuri coming in with his fixed damage and debuffing the enemies. Like, the int team is what I'm saying, guys. The int team is the #1 team right now on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global, and this is showcasing why. All of these characters working together in synchrony, having most of the really good int characters are actually also driven. This NL that's on my bench actually is also driven, and actually this Elizabello is also driven on my bench as well. But a lot of these characters all sharing the same type and class. There's so much overlap, which provides so many boosts for your team here. Now, unfortunately, Blackbeard doesn't really have any attack buffs right now, so this is kind of getting a little scary. And Pudding is about to launch again, so our other characters are about to get their CT back up. Blackbeard is going to launch after... oh no, Blackbeard got knocked back. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so unfortunately, Blackbeard's not going to get another chance. He's coming back up, though, so what does this guy actually do? He heals as well. Okay, so he's got a lot of healers on his team. Actually, you know, if this team was actually leveled up, this would be a relatively scary team. But I think if this team was leveled up, I don't think anyone would be challenging it, because the thing about it is that he had like literally a full team of characters. Like, he had 5 on the main team and 3 on the bench. Like, no one's really going to be attack teams like that. Blackbeard's going to come in, do a lot of damage. They're nearly 3,000. And look, this guy's not even max leveled either, and he's doing, you know, nearly 3,000 damage per hit that he's doing. And then we go Katakuri just sweeping up at the end. So there we go. Blackbeard, Katakuri, Katakuri, those two working really, really well together to do a lot of damage and provide lots of offensive and debuffing effects to the enemy. Freaking awesome characters. So let's move on to the next match. Now, this is actually someone that I believe I've already challenged on my channel before. This is a relatively easy-ish looking team. You might think at face value that this is a relatively easy team to beat, but the real problem is that there are actually a lot of characters that you have to deal with here. So the fact is he's got Shirahoshi on the team. Shirahoshi is really, really annoying. Typically, if you see a Shirahoshi or a Capone sitting on the bench, you don't really want to attack, but in this team specifically, Shirahoshi is going to be on the starter field. It is kind of scary seeing that Neko Mamashi is sitting at the back there, so this is actually going to be a relatively challenging match, I think. The real problem here is, okay, so looking at his team here, Shirahoshi is obviously going to be a big problem because of heals, and then also Legend NL. A lot of people sleep on him, but he's got a really, really high CT, which is why a lot of people don't use him, but if he gets a chance to attack, and if he is leveled up, he does a lot of damage, because I believe he targets every single character on the enemy side of the field. Blackbeard already coming in with a special. Really, really nice damage there. But, as I said, the scary thing is Shirahoshi, because if Shirahoshi gets a chance to launch her special, she essentially is going to, like, full heal pretty much everyone around her, so she's very, very scary to deal with. We already got a KO in the first 30 seconds, which is really good to see. It would be awesome if we could get a couple of more KOs before the heal comes in from Shirahoshi. We do have the pudding coming in. Shirahoshi is going to launch, I think. It would be nice if Shirahoshi attacks before she gets her CT up, but I don't think she will. It's really close. Actually, she might. If she does, then I think it'll be a pretty swift win from here. So Shirahoshi, yeah, she didn't use her special. That's perfect, actually. That's really good. So at this point, who's really close to using it? Okay, Blackbeard just got his special back, so we have to wait because he just attacked. Neko is actually a really scary Pirate Rumble character because he does a really good health cut. But still at this point, we're halfway through the match and we've only KO'd one enemy, so that's a little scary. This guy, Kuzan, is relatively annoying as well because he debuffs int characters, but he's only level 1 on the enemy side of the field, and here's the heal, and this is getting real bad right now. This is getting real bad right now. We need to start launching some specials. Okay, Blackbeard, here we go. Nice, that is fantastic. Dude, he targeted so many characters there too. And we got Katakuri coming in as well. Oh, dude, that's so good. Okay, so we're getting to that point now where, like, the enemy's just slowly whittling away. So now, he has no more bench characters. He's only got 4 characters left on the field. And because we have relatively decent health, like, we got level 10 health still on a lot of our characters, we're able to tank a lot of hits from the enemy, which is a huge, huge positive here. I love Pudding coming in to just give us more CT time, so, you know, we don't have to wait as long for the specials. You know, if that Pudding was completely maxed out, dude, that would be so huge if we could get that, because Pudding, when she's completely maxed out, I think gives 25% CT reduction. So essentially, like, it cuts your CT charge time, you know, by 25%, which is crazy. And then even Jozu coming in getting the KO. That you love to see it. Getting the double KO with Whitebeard and Shirahoshi. Frankie still has a lot of health though, but Blackbeard should actually be able to reduce a lot of this. Okay, yeah, and there we go. Neko sitting at the back there who has, you know, not much really left to go. So at this point, yeah, it's GG. We still got Katakuri and Blackbeard still to attack. Doflamingo is about to get his special. Yeah, GG. It's over. So that was actually a pretty annoying team, but as I said, this team not only is really strong offensively, but relatively decent in the defense department as well, having a lot of HP and having a lot of defense, which is pretty impressive. And man, I don't know what's going on. We're seeing a lot of really weird jumbled teams that are just worth so many tickets. So I'm just going to go ahead and hopefully get my free tickets. You know, I don't want to screw this up, man. You know, it's just seeing a team with random characters that aren't even leveled up that potentially just could net me a lot of tickets. And I don't really want to lose to them because that would be really, really embarrassing. But either way, let's see how we go this time around. So once again, this is a really odd team and I saw that it was worth just a lot of tickets. That's the only reason why I went for it. But again, you can't disregard anything because you never know what can happen because you don't have any control over your team. Random things could happen, random debuffs could occur, and you may lose. You know, your specials might not target anyone. You might run out of time. That could be the problem. We'll see how we go. But I do feel relatively confident here. As long as, you know, we get our specials to launch, we get our specials to land, we shouldn't have any problems. Blackbeard is already ready to go. Pudding's ready to go. But here we have that same problem that I seem to have with Pudding almost every single time I use her because again, just the first time that she activates, she doesn't do anything for our team. If only Pudding had lesser speed so that our characters could go first and then reduce their charge time straight away. That would be best case scenario, but it is what it is. Blackbeard coming in. Ooh, hitting pretty hard. He did a lot of damage there. Buffs himself, of course. Katakuri as well. Yo, let's go. Look, all the enemy team is nearly dead already. Like, that's crazy. And then, oh, he'll probably sweep. Yo! That's so good. See, that's what happens when your team isn't prepared, man. Look, just the whole field is decimated and the whole bench is coming on already. Already getting the substitutes, man. And then Joe's is going to come in with some pretty good fixed damage as well. You know, it is what it is. Just make sure that when you make your defense team that, you know, it's somewhat cohesive in some manner. Special bind on Blackbeard, actually, that's not a problem because by the time the special bind is gone, his special is going to be back anyway, so that's fine. So there we go. That's 20 free tickets just for this win, which is fine. That's cool. Wow, he actually did a decent chunk of damage there. Okay, I see you, big dog. But Blackbeard, even on normal attacks, nearly over 2,000 damage on normal attacks. Jozu, 4,000 on a normal attack. What is this, dude? Holy. Blackbeard's about to get his special. Blackbeard will actually, he'll probably finish it up here. So long as he's actually able to. Oh, he got knocked back. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels bad. Well, alright, we're just going to get normal attacks in. It would have been nice to finish off with Blackbeard, but it is what it is. Dofi's going to get the kill here for sure. Yeah, there we go. Nice. There we go. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video utilizing the int team. This time with Blackbeard. The previous Pirate Rumble video that I uploaded was, you know, the team without Blackbeard. I didn't have him at the time. But with Blackbeard, Katakuri, Doflamingo, Jozu. We didn't even get any of our bench characters to come in. We didn't really fight any, like, high-tier amazing teams at the moment. But just to show you guys how it's able to perform against, you know, the generic teams, it's a pretty good team. So, anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Pirate Rumble content. And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.